हरिः कर्ता।
In this journey of numerical Python, mathematics, vectors, arrays, n-dimensional arrays, we will begin with what is NumPy. So we will first understand what is NumPy, and then we will take a step-by-step approach to reach out to the top of the ladder. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll begin with what's NumPy. So who is Mr. NumPy? What he will do? What does he do? So these are the bare minimum question that arises. So NumPy is the fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. This is the main important aspect, and this is the fundamental package. On top of that, there are a lot of packages, libraries are built, but for Python, so NumPy is the fundamental package. So it is a Python library that provides a multi-dimensional array object, various derived objects such as masked arrays and matrices, and an assortment of routines for fast operations on arrays, including mathematical, logical, shape manipulation, sorting, selecting, input output, discrete Fourier transforms, the very advanced concept of a concept in the field of engineering, irrespective of what domain it is, mechanical, electronic, electrical, and every and basic linear algebra, basic statistical operations, random simulation, and much more. And I would like to welcome to the world of scientific mathematics. I fond of mathematics. I love mathematics. I adore mathematics. So I'm pretty much excited to take you to the journey of scientific mathematics with the Python and its fundamental package NumPy. Once again, welcome to the world of mathematics, scientific mathematics. Without that, nothing is possible in this world. So, at the core of NumPy package is the n-dimensional array object, ND array. We call it in short ND array. So ND array object is at the core of the NumPy package. So this encapsulates n-dimensional arrays of homogeneous data types, with many operations being performed in compiled code for performance. There are several important differences between NumPy arrays and standard Python sequences. So what are those that we are gonna see now? The fundamental differences between the NumPy arrays and standard Python sequences. The first one, NumPy arrays have a fixed size at creation, unlike Python lists. Python lists can grow dynamically. Changing the size of ND array will create a new array and delete the original. The point to be remembered, keep this in your mind. Changing the size of an ND array will create a new array and delete the original. Okay, and the elements in a NumPy array are all required to be of the same data type. and thus will be the same size in the memory. The exception, one can have arrays of Python including NumPy objects, so thereby allowing for arrays of different sized elements. And NumPy arrays facilitate advanced mathematical and other types of operations on large numbers of data. Typically, such operations are executed more efficiently and with less code than is possible using Python's built-in sequences. And one more, the fourth one, last but not least, a growing plethora of scientific and mathematical Python based packages are using NumPy arrays. That is the reason I said NumPy is the fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. So though these typically support Python sequence input, they convert such input to NumPy arrays prior to processing, and they often output NumPy arrays. In other words, in order to efficiently use much of today's scientific or mathematical Python based software, just knowing how to use Python's built-in sequence types is insufficient. One also needs to know how to use NumPy arrays. That's what, if you want to be a data scientist, if you want to be a good data scientist, a great data scientist, the fundamental sequence objects of Python are not enough, they are not sufficient. What is required is NumPy arrays. So NumPy arrays is the one. On top of that, lot of new advanced packages are built. So that's the reason I urge you to focus on this more and spend a huge amount of time on the NumPy arrays before you go to work on actual high level data science problem statements.